Ahoy, fellow Buccaneers. Ever since the epic sales of Pirates of the Caribbean, Dead Men Tell No Tales in 2017, fans have been adrift in a sea of anticipation for the sixth installment. But here's the tantalizing truth. As of March 2026, no official trailer has dropped from Disney's treasure chest. Yet, whispers from producer Jerry Bruckheimer hint at Johnny Depp's potential return as the legendary Captain Jack Sparrow. Fan-made concepts are going viral, fueling rumors of epic plots with new stars like Jenna Ortega. Will it happen? Dive into the latest news, leaks, and wild speculations. Could a trailer surface soon, or is the franchise forever cursed? Stay hooked for the full voyage. Before we set sail into the depths of this mystery, let's chart our course with a quick recap of the franchise that captured our hearts like a siren's song. The Pirates of the Caribbean series began as a Disneyland ride in the swinging 60s, but it truly hoisted its Jolly Roger in 2003 with The Curse of the Black Pearl. Johnny Depp's Captain Jack Sparrow wasn't just a character, he was a phenomenon, a wobbly-legged, rum-loving rogue inspired by rock legend Keith Richards and a touch of cartoon chaos. Directed by Gore Verbinski, the film blended swashbuckling action, supernatural chills, and witty banter, raking in over $654 million at the box office. It turned Orlando Bloom into the heroic Will Turner, Keira Knightley into the fierce Elizabeth Swann, and Jeffrey Rush into the unforgettable Barbossa. Critics loved it, audiences adored it, and Disney saw dollar signs in the horizon. The sequels came fast and furious, like a storm on the high seas. Dead Man's Chest in 2006 introduced Bill Nighy's Tentacle Davy Jones and shattered records with $1.066 billion in earnings. At World's End in 2007 wrapped the original trilogy with massive sea battles, betrayals, and a touch of mythology, pulling in $960 million. Then, after a brief lull, On Stranger Tides hit in 2011, swapping directors to Rob Marshall and adding Penelope Cruz as Angelica, alongside Ian McShane's Blackbird. It explored the fountain of youth and still grossed $1.045 billion, proving the formula's endurance. Finally, Dead Men Tell No Tales arrived in 2017, directed by Joachim Ronning and Espen Sandberg, bringing back Bloom and Knightley for nostalgic cameos while pitting Jack against Javier Bardem's vengeful Captain Salazar. It earned $795 million, but whispers of fatigue began. Reviews were mixed, and the box office, while solid, didn't match the peaks of yesteryear. What made Pirates so enduring? It wasn't just the groundbreaking CGI, like the realistic ocean simulations or cursed skeletons under moonlight. It was the heart, the unlikely romance between Will and Elizabeth, Jack's anti-hero charm, and themes of freedom versus fate. Hans Zimmer's iconic score, with its pounding drums and haunting melodies, became synonymous with adventure. The franchise grossed over $4.5 billion worldwide, spawned video games, novels, and endless merchandise. But after 2017, the cannons fell silent. Why? The storm clouds gathered around Johnny Depp. In 2018, amid allegations from his ex-wife Amber Heard, Disney quietly distanced itself. Depp was dropped from future plans, even as fans rallied with petitions and hashtags like #JusticeForJohnnyDepp. The 2022 defamation trial, where Depp won, shifted public opinion, but Disney remained cautious. Now, in 2026, the tide might be turning, but without an official trailer, we're all just speculating in the crow's nest. Speaking of the elusive trailer, why hasn't it dropped yet? Let's unpack the chest of reasons. Development on Pirates 6 has been a rollercoaster rougher than the maelstrom. Back in 2017, right after Dead Men Tell No Tales, Disney teased a sixth film, with writers Ted Elliott and Terry Rossio returning. But by 2018, amid Depp's controversies, they pivoted to a reboot. Rhett Reese and Paul Wernick, the Deadpool duo, were hired for a fresh take, but they exited in 2019, citing creative differences. Then came the Margot Robbie buzz in 2020. Disney announced a female-led spin-off, scripted by Christina Hodson of Birds of Prey fame. Producer Jerry Bruckheimer confirmed it would run parallel to a potential mainline sequel, saying in interviews that both could coexist. But the pandemic hit, halting Hollywood, and Depp's trial dominated headlines from 2020 to 2022. Post-trial, things heated up. In 2023, Bruckheimer told Collider he loved Depp and wanted him back, but Disney was mum. By 2024, reports from Variety suggested two scripts in play, one with Robbie, one potentially with Depp. Bruckheimer echoed this in a June 2024 chat with Entertainment Tonight, saying he'd seen a draft soon and hoped for greenlight. Fast forward to 2025, insider scoops from The Hollywood Reporter claimed Disney offered Depp a whopping $301 million for a return, but Depp, in a post-trial interview with The Guardian, said he'd need to see the script first, though he hadn't ruled it out entirely. Fans exploded online, with petitions surpassing 5 million signatures. Yet, no trailer. Why? Pre-production delays. Filming hasn't started. Scripts are still being polished. Disney's new CEO, Josh D'Amaro, installed in late 2024, is focusing on cost-cutting after box office flops like the 2023 Marvel entries. Pirates films cost $200 minus $300 million each. They're aiming for under $200 million now, per a 2025 Deadline report. In early 2026, the plot thickens. February saw Bruckheimer at the Producers Guild Awards, where he told reporters, "If it's up to me, Johnny will be in it. We're working on the script." This was the best update yet, as reported by ComingSoon.net. He debunked full reboots, hinting at a hybrid, Depp in a supporting role, passing the torch. Screen Rant elaborated in March 2026, citing sources that the story involves Jack Sparrow's long-lost child, possibly a son or daughter, taking center stage. Margot Robbie's character could merge into this, creating a girl power ensemble. Oscar-nominated writer Krysty Wilson Cairns, known for 1917, is reportedly attached, bringing a grounded, emotional edge to the high seas fantasy. But trailers typically drop 6 to 18 months before release. If Pirates 6 targets late 2027, we might see one by fall 2026. No confirmation means no footage. Instead, fan-made trailers are filling the void. Take the viral February 2026 concept from Teaser Universe. Pirates of the Caribbean 6, first trailer, 2026, Johnny Depp, Jenna Ortega Disney. It's amassed over 10 million views on YouTube, blending deepfakes of Depp with Ortega as his fiery daughter, battling a new curse involving lost Atlantis. Comments flood in. This looks official. Disney, make it happen. But the fine print says, fan concept. Another from Fandom Topics imagines Depp teaming with Robbie against a resurrected Blackbird, using clips from old films and new AI visuals. Komoy called one such trailer mind-blowing, noting it forces you to believe Depp's back with the $301 million deal. These fakes highlight fan hunger. On X, formerly Twitter, searches for Pirates 6 trailer spike daily. A semantic search for Johnny Depp Pirates Return 2026 yields posts like one from a Movie Insider. Bruckheimer confirms talks, trailer soon, with thousands of likes. Reddit threads on r/Pirates of the Caribbean debate. No trailer means it's dead, versus Disney's playing coy. Instagram Reels edit together trial footage with pirate clips, captioning, "Justice served, now give us Jack." So, could a real trailer emerge? Signs point to yes. Bruckheimer's March 2026 interview with Yahoo Entertainment reiterated, plans are in motion. Johnny's open if the story's right. He mentioned directors like Ronning returning for continuity. Disney Wiki updates list a tentative 2027 slot, though unconfirmed. Joblo speculates filming starts summer 2026 in Australia, like previous entries. If so, a teaser could hit Comic-Con in July. But hurdles remain. Depp's schedule. He's directing Modi in 2026 and touring with Hollywood vampires. Robbie's busy with Ocean's prequel. Budget wrangling could delay. Let's weigh if the movie will happen at all. Pros stack high. Disney's desperate for wins. After 2025's underperformers like Indiana Jones reboot, they're mining nips. Pirates has built an appeal, global fanbase, theme park synergy. Bruckheimer's track record is gold. His Top Gun, Maverick revived another franchise. Depp's post-trial popularity surged. His 2025 film Jean du Barry was a critical hit. Fan demand. Viral concepts prove it. Over 50 million combined views. New leadership favors reboots. A 2026 Economic Times piece notes Bruckhammer's hands-on role. Cons. Times the enemy. Depp 62. Recasting risks backlash. Past scandals linger. Some execs fear controversy. Script issues. Multiple rewrites signal indecision. Competition. Avatar 3 in 2025 dominated seas. Star Wars returns in 2027. If Robbie's spin-off takes priority, mainline could sink. Odds. I'd bet 75% chance. Geekturant reports real movement in pre-production. If greenlit, expect announcement soon. Trailer following. No news isn't bad news, it's building hype. Now, for ideas, since you asked for creative sparks on what Pirates 6 could be. Imagine the script opens with Jack Sparrow in exile, washed up on a forgotten island, nursing a hangover from hell. Voiceover. The sea's a cruel mistress, savvy, takes everything and gives naught back. Cut to a young pirate, say Jack's secret daughter, Jenna Ortega, bringing Gen Z fire, discovering a map to the Devil's Compass, an artifact that bends reality, summoning storms or lost loved ones. Plot twist. It's tied to Jack's past sins, awakening a new villain, perhaps a steampunk admiral, Idris Elba, merging tech with magic, representing colonialism's ghost. Subplots abound. Will Turner, freed from the Dutchman curse, seeks family reunion. Elizabeth leads a pirate republic. Barbossa returns as a spectral advisor, comic relief intact. Themes. Legacy. Jack mentoring his kid, confronting aging. Modern twists. Eco-piracy, fighting polluters desecrating oceans. Action set pieces. Underwater chases with bioluminescent krakens. Aerial battles on flying ships powered by the compass. Romance. Daughter falls for a reformed Navy officer, echoing Will/Elizabeth. Trailer idea. 90-second frenzy. Black screen. Bottle smash. Depp slur. Miss me. Explosive montage. Sword fights on sinking galleons. Mermaid ambushes. Compass warping time. Jack facing younger self. Robbie's line. The old ways die hard. End with Ortega. Blood calls to blood. Captain. Zimmer's theme remixed with electronic beats for freshness. More plot brainstorms. Crossover tease with Treasure Planet. Or multiverse pirates, pulling in alternate Jacks. Villain arc. Ancient sea god. Charlize Theron. Enraged by human greed. Budget friendly. More practical effects. Less CGI overload. Director pitch. Ridley Scott for gritty visuals. Or Taika Waititi for humor injection. Fan theories fuel this. One viral ex-post suggests Sparrow's heir, with Timothée Chalamet as son. Another, time travel to original trilogy era. Ideas like these keep hope afloat. Cultural impact. Pirates redefined blockbusters, fun over grimdark. A return could spark costume booms, memes like, "Why is the rum gone?" Revived. But without Depp, boycott threats loom. With him, box office bonanza. In wrapping this leg of the journey, remember, no trailers, no death knell. News points to revival. Ideas swirl like whirlpools. Stay vigilant. Maddies, the horizon might just reveal treasure yet. But wait, there's more to this tale. Let's delve deeper into the cast rumors that have been swirling like a hurricane. Johnny Depp, of course, is the linchpin. After his trial victory, he's been selective with roles, focusing on indie projects like his directorial debut Modi, a biopic on artist Amedeo Modigliani, set for release in late 2026. In a 2025 Vanity Fair profile, Depp said, "Jack Sparrow's in my blood, but only if the story honors the character." Bruckhammer's repeated affirmations suggest negotiations are ongoing. A March 2026 report from the Direct claims Depp's contract includes options for cameos in future spin-offs, easing his return without full commitment. Margot Robbie's role is intriguing. Announced in 2020 as leading a female ensemble, her project was described by Hodson as badass and fun. In a 2025 podcast with Mark Maron, Robbie enthused, "Pirates with girl power. Sign me up." Recent leaks suggest merger. Her character, Red, nod to the right as auctioneer, could be Jack's ally or rival. Imagine a scene where they duel wits over a cursed artifact, Robbie's sharp-tongued pirate matching Depp's eccentricity. Orlando Bloom's eager. In a 2025 Geekturant interview, He said, "I'd love to dust off the boots, but it needs Johnny to recapture the magic." Keira Knightley's trickier. In 2024, she told BBC she's prioritizing family, but a cameo as Governor Swan isn't impossible. Geoffrey Rush. He's hinted at Barbassa's return in ghost form, telling Australian radio in 2025, "There's life in the old dog yet." New faces. Jenna Ortega's fan cast as Jack's daughter stems from her Wednesday success. Edgy, supernatural vibe fits. Timothy Chalamet for a son. His Dune fame brings youth appeal. Villains. Bardem reprising Salazar. Or fresh blood like Anya Taylor-Joy as a witchy siren. Script details are scarce, but Wilson Cairns' involvement promises depth. Her 1917 work showed emotional war stories. Apply that to Pirates' camaraderie. Plot leaks from 2026's Fandom Wire. Jack seeks the Trident's counterpart, a compass that reveals truths, forcing confrontations with past lies. Sounds poignant. Challenges for production. Locations. Past films shot in Hawaii, Australia. 2026 reports point to Queensland for tax breaks. COVID protocols linger. Strikes like 2023's delayed everything. Disney's diversity push means inclusive casting, more POC pirates, LGBTQ+ hints. Fan reactions vary. On Facebook, groups like Bring Back Johnny Depp share fake posters, amassing likes. YouTube reactors dissect concepts. "This trailer gave me chills." But skeptics on TikTok, "Disney's too woke, it'll flop without pure fun." If it happens, marketing will be key. No trailer yet means build-up. Teaser posters, social drops. Imagine Depp's Instagram post. Savvy. Igniting frenzy. Ideas for twists. Jack loses his immortality charm, facing mortality. Or environmental angle. Pirates vs. industrial whalers. Crossover with Monkey Island games. Easter eggs galore. Wrapping thoughts. The wait's tortuous, but signs are promising. Trailer could drop any day. Movie likely 2027. Ideas like these keep the dream alive. Yo ho, a pirate's life for me. As we continue navigating these choppy waters of anticipation, let's turn our spyglass toward the production challenges that could make or break Pirates of the Caribbean 6. Making a blockbuster like this isn't just about scripting swashbuckling scenes, it's a logistical leviathan. Past films faced hurricanes during shoots, literally, like when on Stranger Tides battled weather in Hawaii. For a potential 2026 or 2027 production, locations or key reports from 2025's Variety suggest a return to Australia's Gold Coast studios, where Dead Men Tell No Tales was filmed, thanks to generous tax incentives. But with climate change ramping up, expect delays from extreme weather. Think torrential rains flooding sets or heat waves halting outdoor sequences. Bruckheimer mentioned in a 2026 podcast with The Ringer that they're scouting eco-friendly methods, like solar-powered sets, to align with Disney's green initiatives. Budget's another beast. The original trilogy ballooned to $300 million per film. Dead Men hit $230 million. Now, post-pandemic economics demand thrift. A February 2026 Deadline article quotes insiders. Disney's capping at $180 million. Focusing on practical effects over CGI bloat. This means fewer digital sea monsters, more real ships and stunt work. Director choices matter. Joachim Roning's back, per Bruckheimer, for his nautical expertise from Kon-Tiki. But if he bows out, names like Patty Jenkins, Wonder Woman, float for a female-led angle, or even Gore Verbinski returning for nostalgia. Casting logistics. Depp's age, 63 by filming, requires de-aging tech or story tweaks, like Jack as a mentor. Robbie's schedule clashes with her Barbie sequel in 2027. Ortega. Her Scream 7 commitments might conflict. Union rules post-2023 strikes ensure fair pay, but could inflate costs. Health protocols linger. A COVID resurgence could shut down sets, as happened in 2020. Despite hurdles, optimism brews. Disney's 2026 shareholder meeting highlighted legacy revivals as priorities, with Pirates' name dropped alongside Star Wars. If greenlit, principal photography could start August 2026, wrapping by spring 2027 for a holiday release. No trailer yet, That's because footage doesn't exist. Previews animations are internal. But leaks happen. Remember the 2016 Deadman set photos sparking buzz. Shifting gears to fan campaigns, the real wind in these sails. Since Depp's ousting in 2018, movements like #Justice for Johnny Depp amassed over 6 million petition signatures on change.org by 2026. Fans boycotted Disney products, trending #boycott Disney on X during the trial. Post-victory, the tide turned. A 2025 fan convention in Orlando saw thousands chant for Jack's return. Social media is ablaze. TikTok challenges recreate sparrow walks, garnering billions of views. Reddit's r/Disney Leaks forum debates scripts. One viral post claims a whistleblower shared pages where Jack says, "The compass points to redemption, mate." Influencers amplify. YouTubers like Screen Culture produce "What If" trailers, racking up millions. A March 2026 video by New Rock Stars analyzes Bruckner's quotes, predicting trailer at D23 Expo. Fan art floods Instagram. Depp with Ortega in pirate garb, Robbie wielding dual swords. Campaigns pressure Disney. Emails to execs flood inboxes. Success stories. Sonic's redesign from fan backlash shows it works. But not all fans agree. Some want a full reboot, sends Depp, arguing fresh stories. A 2026 Polygon op-ed claims, Pirates needs evolution, not nostalgia. Debates rage on forums. Depp or die versus move on. This division could hurt box office if mishandled. Comparing to other franchises offers insight. Look at Top Gun. Maverick delayed years, but Bruckner's touch made it a $1.5 billion hit in 2022. Similar blueprint. Aging star. Cruise/Depp. Legacy passing. Jurassic World revived dinosaurs successfully, blending old Goldblum with new Pratt. But flops like Indiana Jones 5 in 2023 warn, forced nostalgia fails. Pirates could emulate Fast and Furious, endless sequels, family themes, or Marvel's multiverse for pirate variants. If it sails, global appeal's huge. Asia's market loves Depp. China's box office for Deadman was $172 million. Merch tie-ins, new ride updates at Disney parks, Funko Pops, video games like a Sea of Thieves crossover. Diving into detailed plot ideas, let's flesh out that voiceover gold. Envision Act 1, faded title card over stormy seas. Jack Sparrow, grizzled and rumless, barters in a dingy tavern. Voiceover, time's the greatest thief, savvy. Steals your youth, your crew, your very soul. Enter his daughter, Astrid Ortega, a street-smart thief in Port Royal, discovering a locket revealing her lineage. She steals the Devil's Compass from a museum, unwittingly activating it. Cut to visions. Jack's past exploits flash, drawing supernatural foes. Act 2. Astrid sails to find Jack, teaming with a young navigator, Chalamet as her love interest, echoing Will. They encounter Robbie's Red, a pirate queen ruling a hidden cove, feminist icon with a fleet of all-female ships. Alliance forms against the villain, Admiral Thorne. Elba, a British officer fused with ancient tech from a sunken Atlantis sub, commanding ironclad vessels that defy physics. Twist. Thorne is Jack's half-brother, cursed by the same voodoo that birthed Davy Jones. Subplot. Will Turner, Bloom, appears as the Dutchman's captain, ferrying souls, warning of an oceanic apocalypse if the compass falls wrong. Humor shines. Jack's quips, "Why fight when you can flee with flair?" Clash with Astrid's modern sass. "Dad, your Eileeners so last century." Action peaks in a maelstrom battle. Ships circle a whirlpool, compass warping reality. Ghost pirates from past films cameo, like Barbossa yelling orders from the afterlife. Act 3. Betrayals. Red double crosses for power, but redeems. Climax. Family unites against Thorne, compass revealing truths. Jack's not immortal, but his legacy is. Emotional beat. Jack to Astrid, "The sea's yours now, love. Don't let it swallow you." Post-credits. Hinted spin-off, Robbie sailing off with a new map. Alternative ideas. Time travel plot. Compass sends Astrid to 1700s, teaming with young Jack. Or eco-horror. Polluted oceans birth mutant creatures. Pirates as eco-warriors. Darker tone. Jack battles addiction metaphors, tying to Depp's real life. Trailer breakdown. Open with Zimmer's theme, slow build. Depp's silhouette, the horizon's calling. But who's answering? Quick cuts. Ortega flipping coins, Robbie sword fighting, Elbaz mechanical arm glowing. Epic line, blood of the sparrow runs deep. Fade to title, release date. More brainstorms, incorporate ride elements, read from the auction scene as hero. Crossover with haunted mansion ghosts. Or real myths, Charybdis as boss. Fan favorite returns, Knightley as Elizabeth, now a diplomat negotiating pirate treaties. Russia's Barbossa as comic relief ghost, possessing parrots for laughs. Production perks, use VR for rehearsals, AI for concept art. Sound design, enhanced waves, creaking wood. Cultural ripple, revival could boost tourism, Caribbean islands promote pirate tours. Education tie-ins, history lessons on real pirates like Blackbeard. Skepticism lingers, if no trailer by mid-2026, project's likely stalled. But Bruckner's persistence suggests otherwise. Expanding on music, Zimmer returning. His score defined the series, bold brass for battles, melancholic strings for romance. Remix with modern artists like Billie Eilish for a sea shanty. Visual style, cinematography by Darius Volsky, Misty Fogs, Golden Hour sales. Box office predictions, if Depp leads, $1 billion easy. Without, $600 million. Per analysts. Merch ideas, Compass replicas, Ortega action figures. In this endless wait, fan fiction thrives. Archive of Our Own has thousands of pirates stories, Depp/OC romances, alternate endings. Community events, Comic-Con panels hypothetical until official. Wrapping this segment, the trailer's absence teases mystery, but news builds excitement. Ideas like these fuel the fire. Keep watching the waves, treasure awaits. Yet the voyage presses on. Let's explore the economic angles deeper, because Hollywood's all about the gold doubloons. Disney's financial reports from Q1 2026 show streaming wars hurting. Hulu losses, Disney Plus subscriber dips. Reviving pirates is a safe harbor. Proven IP with low risk. Analysts at Box Office Mojo project $900 million global if executed well, citing nostalgia trends like the 2025 Beetlejuice sequel's success. Marketing budget, $150 million. Heavy on social. Teaser drops on TikTok. AR filters for Sparrow makeup. Competitive landscape. 2027's crowded with Avatar 4, but Pirates Summer slot could dominate. International appeal. Dubbed versions in Mandarin. Hindi. Depp's huge in India post-trial sympathy. Legal hurdles. Depp's contracts might include morality clauses, but has win cleared air. Disney's DEI push. Diverse crew. Storylines addressing colonialism critically. Tech innovations. LED volumes like The Mandalorian for sea scenes, cutting location costs. Story arcs evolution. From lone wolf Jack to family man mirrors audience aging. Detailed scene idea. Opening chase. Astrid evading guards in a bustling market. Parkour over rooftops. Compass glowing. Jack's entrance. Drunkenly interrupting. That's my trinket. Poppet. Dialogue gems. Jack to Thorn. You think machines beat magic. Try outrunning fate. Emotional core. Father-daughter reconciliation. Jack admitting fears. Astrid forgiving absences. Villain depth. Thorn's backstory. Abandoned by pirate father. Seeks vengeance on all free spirits. Supporting cast. Bloom's will as wise mentor. Nightly rallying allies. Pacing. Balance action with quiet moments. Campfire tales of old adventures. Themes expanded. Freedom in a controlled world. Echoing modern surveillance. Alternative title. Pirates of the Caribbean. Heirs of the Horizon. Fan polls. 80% want Depp back, per 2026 Twitter survey. If delayed, interim content. Animated series on Disney Plus, bridging gaps. Conclusion tease. Whether trailer drops tomorrow or next year, the legend endures. But we're not docking yet. Let's speculate on post-release impact. If successful, sequels galore. Pirates 7 in 2030. Spin-offs. Red solo adventure. Cultural memes. New, savvy, gifs flooding Jiffy. Education. Schools use films for history units on Golden Age piracy. Charity ties. Depp's proceeds to ocean conservation, fitting eco themes. Critic predictions. Rotten Tomatoes 75%. Praised for heart, critiqued for formula. Awards potential. Oscars for effects. Score. In this 2026 limbo, no trailer's a cliffhanger. News trickles. Bruckheimer's latest script revisions complete. Ideas overflow. What if quantum pirates? Compass links parallel seas. Stay tuned, adventurers. The next wave could bring the trailer we've craved.